UK democracy, do you think that there needs to be quite an overhaul of the way that things work in the country generally anyway, whichever party is lucky to get in after the next election?
Absolutely. I mean, we did some polling recently and we asked the public what they thought in terms of democratic reform. And actually one of the number one things was the bullying and sexual harassment that's happening inside Parliament. Because if these are the people who are making decisions, you know, they're making decisions on the NHS, on transport, on roads, on housing. If those people making those decisions are also shown to be involved in bullying, in sexual harassment, in scandal, in breaking the lockdown rules, and all of that kind of integrity goes out the window. So any party must start to put in basically in those safeguards. And the things they could do, they could introduce an independent ethics commission, put in rules to prevent lying and misrepresentation, because it's actually harder for a marketing company or a brand to basically misrepresent their product than it is currently for a political party. These are just some simple changes that a number of our members are advocating. You know, to prevent lying in Parliament seems like a no-brainer, really. But also, why not include the public more in shaping what the future of democracy looks like? Only 4%, for instance, of the public think the House of Lords should stay as it is. So that itself needs to change. That's quite symbolic of quite an old-fashioned way of doing politics, and a thing that can be abused when people who've donated to political parties find themselves with a seat in the House of Lords. So we're calling for a public debate on this, and also a citizens' assembly where a jury where basically members of the public are brought in to advise any future government on how they could generally reform our institutions to stop this cronyism. It's gone, you know, we have to protect democracy. It's a wonderful thing. But if the biggest feeling at the moment in the country is I don't trust any of them and I don't think my vote matters, then we do have a serious problem that we need to fix.
Jessie Jacobs from Democracy Network, thank you very much for joining us on LBC News. We have more on what we heard from Keir Starmer and indeed from Rishi Sunak a little earlier today.